Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Classic Comics. So today I wanted to talk about this. Why uh, I am not Starfire. That's what this is called. This is the latest young adult novel from DC. Uh, I mean, where do we even begin with this crap? First of all, as you can see here, Starfire is, she's tall, gorgeous, with long reddish blonde hair. So why does her daughter here look like Danny DeVito in drag? And look at this. I mean, she's got a look on her face that could curdle milk. I mean, it's just I'm sorry, I can't look at this and not laugh. I mean, how does this person give birth to this person? Oh, I know why. Here, let me show you. Meet the author, Mariko Tamaki, who is short and fat and has dark hair, just like the daughter. Uh, all right, so let's take a look at this. Um, where is okay? So the press release explains that Mandy. This is well, I guess we should go up here. Where is okay here? DC Comics introduced a brand new character in the form of Starfire's daughter with the announcement of their new young adult comic, I Am Not Starfire. The comic follows the high school shenanigans of 17-year-old Mandy Coriander, who is apparently the complete opposite of her mother, Coriander. Yeah, no kidding. The press release explains that Mandy is a high school outcast and that she is constantly trying to get out from the shadow of her bright, bubbly, scantily-clad, and famous mother. In order to do so, she dyes her bright orange hair black and spends her days at school avoiding Teen Titans superfans and trying to hide her feelings for the gorgeous, popular, and perfect Claire. Oh my God. She also tries to avoid spending time with her mother, and when she's not doing that, the press release implies that one of the main conflicts in the book is the fact that she walked out of her SATs. Okay, yeah, that's something I want to read about. And while Mandy usually avoids spending too much time with her alien mother, she's been particularly quiet as she's keeping one major secret from her. She walked out. Yeah, okay, we covered that. The reason she skipped out on the SATs is that she has plans of moving to France to escape the family spotlight and not go to college. However, things take a turn when Mandy's partnered with Claire for a school project. Their friendship develops into something more, and a self-confidence unknown to Mandy begins to bloom. Claire seems to like Mandy for being Mandy, not the daughter of Starfire. Well, that sounds really exciting. Let me guess. They're gonna develop a lesbian relationship. I'm gonna take a wild guess. With things on the upswing, it's someone from Starfire's past that disrupts it, and Mandy must finally make a choice, give up before the battle has even begun or step into the unknown and risk everything. Okay, so someone from Starfire's past, that's going to be her sister, Blackfire. That's who that's going to be, I'll guarantee you. Someone from her past who's going to be the villain. It's obviously going to be her sister, because that's really the only real villain Starfire has of her own is her sister. The press release concludes by describing the book as a story about mother-daughter relationships, embracing where you come from while finding your own identity and learning to be unafraid of failing, if it was even failing in the first place. Uh, so, yeah, I mean, you notice there's no mention of the father anywhere in this, which isn't surprising in these YA graphic novels. Straight males are pretty much irrelevant unless they're bullies or villains or something. So this is the latest in DC's line of young adult graphic novels, which is the department at DC that was headed by Michelle Wells, or rather it was because Michelle Wells was shit-canned a few weeks ago, and all of the junior editors in her young adult department were quote-unquote reassigned. Now, and I have no word on if that means they took another position in the company or if it means they had actual gender reassignment. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if it really matters because I couldn't tell you what the comic book editors even do anymore. They certainly don't enforce any sort of continuity in the books. They don't enforce any kind of standards in terms of characterization, and they don't enforce any kind of standards in terms of the art either. They just seem to cash their checks, and as for the rest, whatever. I mean, that's what happens when you give your brand over to people that hate the characters and hate the people who like these characters. Michelle Wells doesn't like DC's heroes. Mariko Tamaki doesn't like DC's heroes. But they keep churning out these YA novels because these characters have built-in audiences and name recognition, and they find this useful for pushing their far-left identity politics. My guess is that after a year and a half of pushing this tripe, DC finally looked at the sales and decided they were, shall we say, lacking, and that's why Michelle Wells is now a former DC editor. So get woke, get fired, I guess. You can make what you want of that, but to me, that doesn't speak to a line that was successful. If what she was doing was successful, then why fire her? Why reassign the other editors? But does her firing even mean that DC will move away from this stuff? Hopefully, but my guess is that they'll just find someone else to replace her and they'll just continue on down this road. They went all in on this YA stuff, and they have more of these things in the pipeline. So I mean, yeah, Michelle Wells is gone, but her legacy will live on at DC for a while yet. This thing was probably done before Wells was fired, probably months ago. So this may be just DC trying to recoup some of their money. At least that's what I hope. And Wells's dismissal signals that DC realizes this crap isn't selling and they're moving away from it. We can only hope. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.